up there. Also here on the right is a memorial to the Union soldiers that passed away here in the Civil War. That's right, I said Union soldiers. Even though Key West is part of the South in the Confederacy, we were held under Union control the entire time of the Civil War. No sailors up there died of yellow fever, not from wounds in battle. Keeping your eyes to the right across the street, up those brick steps, past those two cannons, that big brown building is the Mel Fisher Maritime Museum. Mel Fisher was a treasure hunter and a scuba diver. He started the first dive shop in the state of California in 1952. He came to Key West to look for a Spanish galley in the Atocha that had sank in 1622. Well, after Mel Fisher looked for 17 years, he finally found the Atocha. He brought up $400 million worth of gold, silver, and jewels. The Atocha sank in a hurricane. He was leaving Cuba, going back to the mother country, Spain. You go and take that tour in that museum back there and pick up a 50-pound gold bar. The President Harry Truman loved Key West. He spent 175 days of his presidency. He just loved to come down here. His little white house down here is on the right-hand side of the train through these two large green gates, one block in. You can't quite see it. Those green gates here are the presidential gates, open only for U.S. presidents. First for Howard Taft in 1912, most often, of course, for Harry Truman, but most recently for Bill and Hillary Clinton. Back to your left right quick, this giant banyan tree. You notice it covers 4 yards front and back because this tree grows sideways. It grows horizontal instead of vertical because those aerial roots that come down and touch the ground, they create another tree trunk. That way you can go sideways instead of up. It's a member of the ficus family of trees. It's also from India. These flowers on my right are bougainvilleas. They get a little white dot in the middle. The white dot's the actual flower. And now across the street, still on the right, is the Key West Post Office, built in 1985, and the architect of our post office was Sonny McCoy. He was also our mayor here in the 1970s. He's a very flamboyant character. He's best known for water skiing from Key West to Havana, Cuba on one water ski. It took him 6 hours. He swore he never fell, and he got arrested when he got there. Okay, folks, if you got your cameras, get them ready now on the right-hand side of the train. We're approaching the second most photographed spot on the island, our mile marker 0. I'm going to be turning left here. When I do, look to your right on the far corner, the highway sign says begin 1 north. At the very bottom is a mile marker 0 sign. That marks the very beginning of U.S. Highway 1. It goes up the east coast of America, 2,209 miles to Fort Kent, Maine. Right past this white fence with the trees growing through it is a big gray mansion, big 2-story gray mansion with purple shutters. That's a Casa Morello. Francisco Morello had been in jail in Cuba when he bribed the jailer to set him free. Morello came to Key West. He made a fortune in the cigar business. He had his own cigar factory here, became very wealthy, and he married a Key West woman, built that house back there for his Key West wife. And everything was fine. Morello's royalty passed away unexpectedly in 1903. When Morello passed away, they found out he had a secret nobody knew anything about. He'd been married before in Havana, Cuba, to his first wife. Of course, on his jailbreak, he didn't hang around and get a divorce. So, when he passes away, his first wife from Havana shows up here, and she has a marriage certificate with her. Took it to the courthouse, showed it to the judge, who needed it legal and proper, and the judge awarded the house back there, and the factory, and the fortune to the Havana wife. And the Havana wife moved into the house built for the Key West wife, and kicked out the Key West wife, along with the 2 kids she still had at home. You still hear me okay back there, folks? Yeah. Okay, great. Now, the tour takes place in Old Town. It's a historic preservation district. We have 3,000 houses here in Old Town. 10% of our houses are on the National Register of Historic Places.